Choosing.
And a pleasant Tuesday afternoon, everyone, or evening, wherever you happen to be. I don't think it's quite Wednesday morning yet anywhere. I could be wrong. But hello, nice to see you. Wow, I had a different stream planned. I was going to join the Virtual USA Flying Club and the Pilot Club combined event that takes place this evening, but I've got a little something going on. I'm gonna not be available during those hours, so I'm gonna be doing something different. I mean, radically different, like from a naturally aspirated single engine piston Cessna 206 to the the A330 different. But I've been messing around with this a little bit today, and it's pretty fun, honestly. You guys all know it's the default laminar A330, and it just got an update for the MCDU. So I've flown it once. I flew it from Vancouver to Calgary, so I'm an expert, and I'm gonna put it on stream. Them's my shoes. Welcome, hello, sir, Kevin. Great to see you, and Innisuk, first time chatter. Welcome, Innisuk68. Nice to see you. And there it is. Pretty looking airplane. Kind of reminds me a little bit of an A300 with the nose there, um, but obviously much different in terms of performance and range and speed and just pretty much everything. But apparently the 300 variant, I didn't realize is not super popular. I don't know. The 900 is the one, I guess, that everybody wants. So anyway, I don't know, but yeah, if you don't know, I guess this is the default laminar freeware. A330 comes with X-Plane 12, and the latest version of X-Plane um, just updated this bad boy. So it isn't the Tolus, yeah, no doubt about it. But yeah, that's right, free 99. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And that's kind of what I was thinking also is it's not the Tolus, it's not the any builds, but it's not bad. I mean, it's honestly not bad. All right, so I'm going to start it like any person that's brand new to the airplane and knows just a little bit about Airbuses would start this thing. And that is, I'm just going to start pushing buttons here. We've got external power we can turn on. And I think we probably need to get the ADIRS's adhersing. Lots of fun stuff to push, no doubt about that. We'll just kind of work down the flow here and turn on the flight controls. GPWS, come on, get a little oxygen going. I did have a slight issue with pressurization. And I don't know exactly what happened. Uh, what happened with that, but I think I had a little conflict with the anti-icing, and I don't know, it was just kind of strange. I turned on anti-icing because we had a fair amount of icing heading into Calgary, and next thing I knew, I was getting all these warnings saying I needed to descend, and anyway, it was, I don't have anything going yet. I should maybe get the APU going. I will hang tight for just a little bit. Some of these are going to have faults here, but that's okay. Sparky. Hi, Sparky. Fun flying with you last evening. Sounds like you got as lost as I did, which is the point, right? The entire point. All right, so everything is on. Here's the one thing right now that I don't love about this plane. I'm just going to kind of give you the what I don't loves, and there is no way to load your weight and balance other than the regular X systems menu, and so I'm just using SimBrief still, but let's see, we're in kilograms. So we have a total payload of 33.3, about 33.4. Yeah, that's probably pretty close right there. And then my total fuel here, estimated block fuel, but just a hair over 14. So we'll just go right about there. We'll kind of keep in mind total internal weight 177.8. I won't remember that. I'll have to come back and look at that, but that's unfortunately the only way that you can put all this stuff in here. So hopefully, down the road they'll have something that allows you more like an EFB or something. But that's what we have to go with right now. So all right, we'll get the APU started down here. We'll kind of wait until we see the door open button. And my dog's upstairs whining about something. You couldn't find Fish Creek? Yeah, I didn't even make it that far. I ended up over there, but like I went down the other way first, and by the time I got to shoot whatever that ranch strip was, I'd already been flying for 3 hours, and I'm like, holy moly! I didn't even make it back to Troutdale. I just found a sandbar and landed and called it good. There we go. Flap is open, and we're gonna get this thing started. But a lot of fun, and definitely a place to go back to. I'm looking forward to doing that. Let's see here. Mhm. Yep. It's the Bush League Monday, first Monday of every month. We do the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In. And, so anyway, that was it was last night, and ton of fun up in the Oregon kind of Portland Mount Hood area, and all kinds of good crazy strips. Um, I only had one crash, so I felt pretty good about that. All right, the other thing that's kind of weird about this is apparently, like everything here is pretty functional, but in order to turn on the navigation, which gives you your McDo and your ability to talk to people, you actually have to bind a key to your avionics. And so, like, I actually just have my um, I just I just have my button on my honeycomb set, but I thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, because there's no way to. I mean, I haven't found a button anyway that turns on the avionics. Would feel like they should come on automatically, but they just don't. I have no idea what my dog is whining about. I probably should go check on him here in a minute, but we'll get going. We'll get airborne first. It's not quite time to eat, so who knows? His brother probably has a. Oh, hang on for a second. Yeah, that you're right. Innocent, it's very late your time. It's after midnight, and so we it's it's kind of one of those things where we we put it out there for people to fly later on. It kind of stinks that that happens because we do have several of our friends that do like to fly along with us, anyway, it is what it is, and it's out there for you if you ever feel like flying the event. And if anybody else, if you don't know what we're talking about, the Bush League Backcountry Fly-In is over at downwindsim.com. You can go download scenery, the uh, kind of get the basic information and all the little fun things, the little Easter eggs that are hidden in there from an X-plane perspective. It's we don't have the ability or the time to create the scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim also, but anyway, it's out there. It's on purpose. Yes, that's right. It's like, we want to keep you Europeans away. We don't want you showing us up. You know your bush skills, man. Yeah. Ooh, man, Sparky's heading through some new software. Yeah, that can be a challenge, especially after a late night of simulated flying. We actually had a virtual learning day. We have so much snow here. We got like this crazy foot of snow, and we were the least hit in the area. So we had kind of, it's not really a snow day because the kids were able to work and do some things, and I just finished up my last class, and so anyway, we've had we've it's been one of those days. That's oh, you're Airbus and calm weather on 3,500 meter runway skills. Oh man, well I tell you what, the first airstrip that I tried to land at, Green Acres, super tight, um, in perpendicular to two valleys, you know, two hillsides, and then the runway's actually running perpendicular to those. Um, later I found out that we actually were attempting the it's a one way in, one way out deal, and we were attempting it um, with the tailwind, and so like I think I did. Oh man, at least four go arounds, and anyway, at the end of the day, I didn't make it. I went like on the fifth one, kind of little get there itis, and yeah, yeah, it didn't go well. So then I switched over to a helicopter for a little while and flew the helicopter. Um, kind of like pouting, honestly. And then I switched back to the. I was in the Cessna 170. I switched back to the 170 for a couple more. Oh, but anyway, so I'm worn out too. It was a late night for me, but I mean, just so much fun. Can't help it, but once a month, staying up late just to fly in those bush league events. All right, so all of this stuff here, very similar to what you'll see in other Airbus, you know, McDo's, and so I'm just putting in a little bit of information. Climb wind there at about 200 on our way up, you know, is out of the west, and then descending here again, probably at about the same 247. Yep, at 21, and let's make sure 41. Sorry, and that's again at 200. I could definitely put more in if I wanted to. Maybe I can't. Maybe it only allows you to have one. But so all that stuff is very similar. So the you saw at the beginning, I was attempting to use SimBrief Downloader to see if I could get the flight plan in, but it doesn't look like that is doesn't look like it's doesn't look like that's going to talk to SimBrief Downloader. So we'll have to put things in by hand. Well, not a huge deal, but it is kind of nice, like in the TOLUS, how it'll pick up all the data for you. But anyway, if you're curious, we're going Atlanta up to Cleveland today, and the I think I've updated the route here. If you want to fly along, there it is. Paget 2 departure up to Smith on the Q67 to Hotel November. Then on the Rollins 2 into Cleveland. So let me get that put in here. The internet has been kind of weird again today for a second day in a row, just blipping off randomly. So if all of a sudden I lose connection, come back in and we'll keep the flight going. But yeah, kind of a weird deal. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but apparently there are some outages in our area. So I suppose that with all the snow that we're getting all over the state, that it's not surprising that we have some outages or some interruptions. I guess it hasn't been terrible, but all right. So Smith, we are able to put airways in, which I thought was kind of nice. Um, Q67 is the VIA, and we're coming out of here at HNN Hotel November. Not sure what that is, but put that in there, and then we're into to Cleveland. There are 6 left, and we're on the Rollin. Did I say the Rollin 2? Rollin 2. And coming off of Janice. Whoops. Um, let me grab that sucker. Oh, stand by. I gotta take this. Still doing a little bit of business here. So, all right. Back to what we're looking at here with. All right, what were we? Oh, we were looking at the arrival here. Janice, coming in. We're expecting 6 left right now, anyway. So let's look at the ILS 6 left. And again, I was really happy with how well it flew the ILS here this morning. Okay, so it looks like we'll hit the Groll. Am I seeing that right? Yep, Groll. Or we could do the Queen. I think we'll do Groll. And all right, and then Janice transition. Anyway, it flew the arrival pretty well, and it flew the approach very well. It does wander around a little bit on the in terms of following the vertical or the lateral navigation track. Subsonic, what's going on, man? Does SimBrief have V1, V2, VR? No, it doesn't. I actually have a different tool I have to use for that. That's another one of my things I don't like about this plane. But the Flintstones, yeah, I actually kind of had Planes, Trains, and Automobiles in my head when I came up with that. Remember the scene where John Candy's driving down the interstate, doing the mess around, and he gets his coat hung up in his seat and is driving with his knees and ends up flipping all the way around. Anyway, that was kind of that's what I've been doing all day long, is just messing around. So I thought, what the heck? But yeah, anyway, we'll get to that with the V speeds, the perf data basically. And so It's one of the things I think that still needs a little bit of work. What I guess I'm really hoping is maybe somebody will take this now and do a Zebo slash fly by wire type of mod. Just kind of continue the work that Laminar's done, because Laminar has really done um, a pretty nice job, all told. And it wouldn't take a lot to really make this airplane something special, I think. And I'm not like even a huge A330 fan, to be totally honest with you. But all right, let's take a look here. Flight plan. We're going to come out eastbound. Yep, turn north. All that tracking looks good. I'm not obviously not paying too close of attention to the real flight plan over here. I do have a disconnect, and then we get on the Rollin 2 arrival. I'll go ahead and take that disconnect out. I'll leave the one, however, before we go to the approach. Pretty much connects right to it. So that looks good. That looks good. And then it has the mist afterwards. We head out, hold there at the Pazel intersection, it looks like. So very good, very good. I like it. I like it. All right. So let's see. We've got that initial data in there, flight plan in there. I haven't tested the rad nav yet, and but this part of it, you're able to load up the frequency, and that part works fine. Um, I need to practice doing some sort of a VOR sort of departure. We had one out of oh man, over there Kathmandu area, Nepal, China area the other couple weekends ago, and I'm like, I gotta learn how to do that. We just kind of winged it basically. All right, let's get the rest of the init in there. Init B. So zero fuel weight just kind of auto populates for us there. Good. And then block fuel weight 14.4. Yes, or the block fuel. If you just click on that, so that's kind of nice. If you're not going to have a tool to help you figure that, it's nice that you can just put it in like that. But so here's the part that is a little bit wonky. So there's a performance calculator that works. I'm gonna link it here. It does a pretty good job. It's not perfect, but it does a pretty good job, at least getting you in the ballpark here. So we'll pick the closest we have here, the 330-243, and then and again, I told you I'd forget about gross weight. 177.8. 177.8. All right. And we will, that is in kilograms. We will go with the CG range. The optimum there for the A330 is 26. Put that in there. And I think we're going to have anti-icing on the whole shooting match here. And we will have a AC on. And then put in Atlanta. We get the METAR and all that stuff. It just gives us everything we need. QNH. So do that again. Oh, I guess it's only going to give it to me 1018. I think that's right though. 3005. Yeah, that's gonna be close enough. Temperature. I think. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't have to guess. I've got active sky. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see how it compares to my active sky. All right, conditions here in Atlanta. QNH 1018. Yep. Temperature 23.9. 24. Yep. Winds 150 at 8. 150 at 8. All right. I like it. So then that'll help us calculate. Once you get all that in, just click on calculate here, and it gives you all this stuff over here that you need. So this feels low to me. I'll be honest with you. 107, 107, and 136. That feels, the 107 and 107 feels really low to me. And when I came out of Vancouver, I did not rotate at those speeds. It took me a little while, so I'm not sure. But the rest of it, I'm going to put in here, and like I say, we'll see how it shakes out. Yeah, and it's like you're saying the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know. Um, what if we put in 120? Let's just add 20. I mean, like all I did coming out of Vancouver is just start putting a little back pressure on the the joystick as we got past those V speeds. I guess it'd be 127. All right. All right, we're gonna go flaps 1, and we are up 4.5, and flex temp is 36. So we will do a D-rated takeoff here. All right, that's up 8 right. Manage climb. You don't have the ability either to set a cost index, so it just kind of gives you, I think, kind of standard, in the middle somewhere, speed and performance. And then it does have the data already for you loaded up into Cleveland, so that's kind of nice. All right, we'll put that here on the second McDo, and I think that's all we need, and we're ready to rock and roll here. Do I have any ATC? I guess I should check. Nope, nothing on just yet. I do need to. I should definitely file my flight plan here, and then we'll get going. So yeah, so there's just a couple of the things that still need to be worked on, and yeah, I'm confident that Laminar will either take it or the community will take it and run with it, and even if they don't right away, like for me, it's not a big deal because it's not an airplane that I am dying to fly. I did see a really cool YouTube video on the it was the Air Greenland that had bought an A330. Now, they bought an 800, but I thought, oh man, that's a really cool looking airplane. Super cool. Okay, I don't think I've done, I haven't done any of the panel setup, the glare shield setup yet. So altimeter 3005. That looks good there. Set the backup there, and whoops, 3005 there. Hello, Rob.
Here's Cameron.
You know it, buddy. You know it. Guess I should take a look if we're gonna fly a departure. If we're gonna be all fancy and fly the Paget 2 departure, I should look and see what exactly that looks like here. Paget 2, it's an RNAV departure, and we're heading east. I'm just looking for a top altitude 10,000. All right, 10,000. All right, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, you are from Greenland, so yeah, you know a little bit about that. Oh, very cool. Yeah, that was really, like, I don't know why, but all of a sudden now my YouTube feed is just full of Air Greenland, Dash 8s and this A330 that they have. It's not like it's just a run-of-the-mill airplane, right? It's got some first class and business class and economy, and it pretty much just from what I understand, goes back and forth between Copenhagen and one of the cities on the west coast of Greenland. That's kind of all it does all day long. um, but I don't know. It's just cool. Like Greenland's just a far away land, right? And it's just seems like an amazing kind of way out there, kind of isolated place. And I don't know, but I can't find any good scenery for it. Or I might have flown like from Iceland to Greenland or something today. But I'll keep my eyes peeled. We will put terrain on. Actually, I don't think I can yet until I get a little bit more um, power and stuff turned on. That's okay. So flight directors are on, altitude set, and altimeters are set. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're ready to get going here, guys. So we can put the packs on. I meant to have those on the whole time here. Fuel pumps can come on. And let's just make sure that nothing else is turned off here. Oop. This guy's up here. Everything else, I think, is good. I think it's good. Here, look, hey, yeah, you're a good guy to have on stream. You're definitely a guy that knows his way around an Airbus. Yeah, I've flown it once, so like I said earlier, that makes me an expert, and I'm putting it on stream. But no, it's so far so good. I'm pretty impressed with it. The Grand Arctic scenery and Nook is on the store, but yeah, and I don't know, like those are X-Plane 11. They don't always port over to X-Plane 12, so I'm a little bit leery of just going out. I kind of got burned by that. I bought this Mount Everest scenery, and it
Hey, Captain,
came
let me know
back
where you
to
want this thing.
came back to bite me in the butt a little bit. All right, we need to push back with our nose to the right. Put him out there and push him forward a little bit.
Great news, Captain. Your
Oh,
tow's
hey,
coming.
hello. I just hit the wrong button there. Hopefully I didn't cancel my tug. Maybe I did. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, we've got passenger signs. We're getting ready to move, so I'll turn the beacon on. Nav logo's on. APU is on. We actually don't need the exterior power hooked up anymore, so I'll take that off. APU bleed is on, so we're pretty well ready to go.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed, and we're ready to connect.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, like I say, only one flight, but I flew it in some weather, and it handled things pretty well. Was a very low, like all the way down to minimums type of deal, and so I was happy with that. Um, yeah, I mean it's just like again, I come at this with just a curious, like like I'm new to Airbus, right? And so like I'm not one of those guys that's been like, oh man, we need an A330. We've needed it for so long. No, I'm not that guy, but so I'm just totally kind of letting
Welcome
you know what I
aboard,
think,
Captain.
and so
Tow's
far,
connected,
good
5
first
past
impressions.
started. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
All right, we'll kill the parking brake because we're ready to go.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, Catastrator. 2000 and a TARA, just in case somebody wants to talk to us. We do have the interior lighting is pretty nice, I think. So far, I haven't really had any like evening conditions, but I think so far so good. This one also lights up the glare shield a little bit. Okay, I think we're ready to get this engine going here. So we'll go over to number 2, and All right, everything looks good there. Pull down, pull up, sorry. And here we go. Now we got a little N2 rotation. Sorry, N3 rotation. Working off of APU bleed, which is good. Temps and pressures are coming up. There's N2. Pretty nice sounds, by the way. Got those turned up pretty well, I think. Might be a little quiet here until it gets rolling, but yeah. So my days has been pretty good. Pure luck. We had a huge snowstorm, and so we've been doing virtual learning all day. I just got done with that, and so we'll see. I guess you never quite know until you get back the next day to see how much work has actually been done. But yeah, it's I would rather do that than have to come back in June and do a makeup day. All right, I think we are good. I think the valve is closed, so we're ready to start engine 1. Yep, starter valve is open. And 3. Flight controls, yeah, we'll check those flight controls here in just a second. Yeah, we got crazy storm, and it's just getting worse as it goes east. Like right now, like Minneapolis. Minneapolis is that area is getting hammered right now. Trying to get the snowtel report here. I think yeah, like we're talking the mountains got feet of snow, 2 feet plus, and most of the towns kind of throughout the state, we had a foot, and anyway, it's a mess, and it's all wet snow, so it's kind of yeah, it's gonna melt. It's gonna get sloppy, but that's that's just kind of the way it goes. All right. Well, I think looks like we've had a couple good.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Engine starts. Again, I don't know how well you guys can hear. It feels really quiet to me, but.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Hopefully, you guys. Snow for tomorrow for you guys. Yeah, it's coming your way, man. It's building up strength. Gonna hit you guys on the East Coast, I think, and yeah, hopefully a little bit of the energy will be gone and it won't be super bad, but yeah. Okay, well, get rid of that guy. And the other thing I've been happy with is the amount of community made deliveries for this plane. So that's cool to see. It's definitely an aircraft that I think is has some fans in the community, and so there's all kinds of worldwide.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left.
Deliveries.
Take it easy.
Not
Have
a
a
lot
safe
of
flight.
not a lot of American companies are flying. I know Delta is, U.S. Airway is, and I feel like there's a third one I'm forgetting about, but not a lot. But the 800 and 900 variants, excuse me, the 900 variants, there's a lot more people I think that are flying that. A lot more companies. All right, we can kill the bleeds, and the APU power should be up. Everything is lights out. Strobes come to. I don't need strobes yet. Sorry. I'm gonna do taxi lights though, and we can turn the ignition off. We can arm the spoiler, set the flaps, and Oh, trim. I need to go up 4.5. There we go. Ah, Rob. Hi, Rob
Hello,
Falter.
Factory.
He's coming in with some good information there. Yeah, there we go. As of February, um, there was the 330 total has almost 1,800. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Delta, Turkish Air, China East, Air China, China Southern. Very cool. Hey, welcome, Rob. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're resting up and not working quite so hard today. Crud, I pushed the wrong way. Doggone it. I'm going to have to do the 180 of shame here. I need to be heading to the north side. Yeah. Oh, well. I think we're in a rare moment. We're one of the few that are here on the ground in Atlanta, so. Another long day for you, huh? Dang. I actually had to do this in real life in Denver. Got pushed back facing one way, and pilot had to flip a 180. I don't know if it was a mistake from the pushback guy or if they just had a runway change or something. It's hard to tell them, but anyway, it happens. It happens. Atlanta traffic, Delta 816 coming out of Concourse A, taxi 8 right via Foxtrot 1 Hotel. Atlanta traffic. Okay. This is the Nimbus scenery from X-Plane 11, and all I've done is brought the scenery over, not the mesh, just the airport. And it's got like 3 or 4 different components to it. It's got roads and vegetation and a mesh and all that good stuff. And I just thought I'd bring the airport over and see how that looks. And I'm happy with it. It looks pretty good. I got to turn right here. It's a very frame-heavy airport. Nimbus is known for that, but it looks nice, no doubt about it. If you don't have the grass in there, if you don't have the vegetation, it's not horrible. We're coming up here. We're going to go, this is hotel, and that's where we're going to hold short and just make sure everything is ready to go. Yeah, Rob, this is, we're going to Atlanta to Cleveland. Heading your way, man. I didn't even think about that. We're coming up to visit you, brother. Meet us at the airport. I'll buy you some downwind senpai. Okay, let's make sure everything is too tired to hire. We'll get you rain check. I'm getting an outer marker there, I think. No, an inner marker. So that's what that beeping's all about. It's okay. All that set. We're going to go auto brakes to max in case we have to go RTO. Spoilers, arms, flaps are set. And trim set APU off. Anti-icing. I'm going to put the anti-icing on. I do think we have some icing conditions here in the area. Get going. All right. Atlanta traffic, Delta 816 departing 8 right. Atlanta traffic. Final looks to be clear. Runway is clear. It's a bit of a loop-de-loop here, but not too bad. This, like I say, this Nimbus airport does come with its own elevation adjustments and things like that. but sometimes that can really mess with the ortho. So I left it out. And we're just gonna ride the wave, baby. Okay, lined up.
Thanks for subscribing.
Stand them up and take off power. Set and flex. Jeffrey of Gemma Studios coming in. Thanks for the reinscription, my friend. Airspeed's alive. There's our adjusted V1 and rotate. That's even a little slow. That's, I don't know. I think those V speeds there leave a little something to be desired. Alright, away we go, boys and girls. Flaps can come up. Back on the track here, we'll kind of get into the soup. Oh, it's not liking something. I don't know what. Ground spoilers are armed. Oh, it doesn't like that, I guess. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do control check. You know what? Let's engage the autopilot. Give yourself a little flyby in the soup already. Good sounds. Now here's where you're going to see a little bit of wandering as it tries to follow the nav track here. I don't know if the turning radius is a little too aggressive or what exactly, but
Banking.
yeah, you'll hear bank angle as well. We're also climbing at some crazy 6,000 feet a minute. Oh, I do need to go back to lever climb. That will help that. But that could also be part of like just me not maybe managing the aircraft as well as I could. But holy cow, Jeffrey, 37 months. I got it, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very much. Did you happen to have a chance to take a final look at the 8 Delta 7 scenery, or at least the latest rendition? Coming up on 10,000. I'm going to go ahead and spin it up here. I think I filed 350. Shoot, I'm going to have to go back to engage the climb here and get back going. I think it turned out fantastically well, and it certainly is, you know, as I'm able to enjoy or learn about the process of creating custom objects, I think it's going to be that much more fun. But I was able to customize a few things, and that was fun. I was able to change some building colors and add some signage and things like that. So that was fun. But I really want to be able to get to the point where I can create some custom objects. All right, there we go. Oops, a little too far back. You can see again, it's kind of wandering around a little bit, you know, and that's just a little small thing, but the performance is pretty. I mean, we're light right now. This is a long haul, heavy haul airplane, and we don't have a lot of fuel in it, so we're really climbing 3,200 feet a minute right now at 250. And we're making hay while the sun shines, baby. Kind of got some cool wing flex action in there. Seem to remember. See if I can catch any of it here. I definitely shook them a little bit on the arrival into Calgary earlier today. The other thing that I'm that's missing, or I don't have it turned on, or I'm not sure. But like I didn't hear any of the call outs, and I thought for sure I had all those turned on. But yeah, I didn't hear any of them, so I just kind of had to visually count it down myself, 50, 40, 30 retard, and it was close, but not quite where I wanted to be. Months or days, that's right. That is the truth too. Shusey, I saw that, buddy. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's way cool, dude. What is that you're listening to? Is that just like how do you get Twitch radio playing on your car like that? That's really cool. Could come in handy someday. All right, let's through 18. Let's go standard. Ooh, the other thing I haven't done is turned off my lights yet. We're out of icing range, and we can go. Landing lights can come off. Runway turn off lights and taxi lights all coming off. Pretty sure that the auto brakes, yep, that's off as well. All right, there we go. There we go. Now nothing to do but sit back and enjoy. It's just a little over an hour from Atlanta up to Cleveland in the A330. Flight time, according to SimBrief, is an hour and 19 minutes. So this will be one of those deals where we get up just in time to start coming back down. Oh, you can watch, but your state doesn't like your kind of car. I see a Tesla. Ah, and Wyoming saying no to Teslas. Well, here's the deal, Pentagon. It's not that we don't like electric cars, but like you have to understand, like it's 200 miles between towns in Wyoming. So it's like that's the issue, is there's just not enough places to to plug in if you need to. So we much, I think right now we prefer the see how it rocking back and forth, rocking the baby, Russell Westbrook style. I think the hybrid cars are a lot more popular. Where they get going and they use the gas when they need to and electric the rest of the time. But yeah, that's right. 200 miles and nothing but antelope. But yeah, cars go almost 400 these days. Yeah, a lot of EV people don't understand how easy it is. Yeah, it's getting better, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. How do they hold up to the cold? That's the other question I always had. Is like, we had a stretch of about a month where we weren't above zero. So how do those hold up as far as that goes? Ah, very nice. I see. Cool. Oh, gotcha. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yep, it's yeah, I love the direction that the technology is going, for sure. And I think it's obviously that kind of stuff interests me. Alternative energy and things like that. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can't complain about the gas bill. No question about that. That would be very, very nice. All right, time to volante the stock a little bit here. See where we're at, and see if there's anybody else that's skipping work and being a slacker. Let's import from Sindri this time. All right, there we are, just heading north out of Hotlanta. Oh, and it looks like Tower. Oh, that's a Briscoe Field has Tower. Interesting. Now, getting a little bit of ATC over here on the East Coast. That's nice. This is where the Pilot Club is an East Coast deal tonight. The Pilot Club and the Virtual USA Flying Club are doing a combined event tonight. I guess it's the Pilot Club's 2nd birthday. So happy birthday to the Pilot Club. I don't see a lot of my friends in the U.S. There's Pastor and Command coming from the islands into John Wayne. That's cool. That's cool. There is the storm. Pure luck. This is what's coming your way, buddy. This just came through our neck of the woods over the past 24 hours, and it's just going to kind of keep doing this and come right up there and visit you in Quebec. Well, so for those of you that enjoy the this aspect of the flight, this is kind of cool too. That you can't, to my knowledge, you can't really do anything with these. There's nothing clickable, and I don't know that there's anything like in a menu that you can set up. But I think the cabin looks really pretty nice. This is obviously this back here where it's 242 alignment, and this is usually where I sit. And nice and cozy with everybody for sure. I don't even think like you can, I don't know, maybe there's something up here by where the flight attendants are hanging out, but anyway, no hidden secrets in any of this stuff here, so I don't know if the bathroom's flush and all that good stuff. Oh, these TVs aren't on. What the heck? What the heck? This is a little bit nicer seating, a little more room here. Obviously, kind of business class, a 222 alignment, and then this is where Pentagon, all the fancy Tesla people sit up here, first class. Then really first class. So you got the regular first class, Yeah, it's or maybe this is still business class. I don't know. This fancy snobby business class or something. And then the first class, plush leather laybacks, all that good stuff. That's where my man Pentagon. This is where he lives. Yeah, it's first class is out of my range, and I know who they're catering to, right? I mean, they're catering to the dudes that probably own business jets, and they're like, well, let's see, would it be cheaper to spend $10,000 on a first class ticket or put fuel in my plane and hire a pilot to fly me? And so yeah, that's kind of what they do. For me, I'm just happy to have a seat on the plane, if you know what I mean. I did upgrade to, what did I upgrade to the other day on my last flight? I upgraded to from economy to economy plus or something. It gave me like 2 extra inches of knee room or something stupid like that. But it was only $18. I'm like, heck yeah, man. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right. Well, let's see. Then economy is economy plus. Yeah, I think the only time I'd splurge for like business or something like that would be if I was doing some crazy like flying to Honolulu or something where you're going to be jammed in there for 5 hours. Might be worth it to do that. I don't know. Oh, taking business. Yeah, like if you're going across the pond, like you've got several hours, it pays to have a little extra room. Yeah. I could see myself pitching in, paying it probably doubles your ticket price or whatever, but it would be so worth it. It would be so worth it. Because you're going to do that like once in a lifetime, right? Yeah. A fifth the cost. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I wonder if you were like a mileage plus type, customer, if that helps with some of those costs. Surely it does. All right, I better start looking here. I'm chit-chatting. We're coming up on descent planning. I see top of climb coming up here, so let's get up here and figure this out. So we're going to be looking for Getty between 23 and 17 and at 280 on the speed. Rollin 17 and 11, 280. Roland Stone. I finally got it. I was thinking like what's the Henry Rollins band or something. I had that in my head. Stone will be 14 and 9. Elvis 9 and 8. Nick's at 6,000. Integral, we need to be at 6,000 and 210. Let's go back to those. Are pretty good. I do like those. Unable 6,000 at Bettle. All right, we'll take a look at that there. Unable 23 at Getty. Don't like any of those. Wonder why. Wonder why. So 350. Let's work our way back down here. The first waypoint is Getty between 23 and 17. It wants us down here at 190, at 185. Huh? Interesting. Well, that's between 230 and 17, so I'm fine with that. Rollin is between 17 and 11. That's good, and both of those are 280 on the speed, so that's good. Stone 9,000 works fine. That's the bottom end of the limit there. Elvis between 9 and 8. Yep. Nick's at 6. That's perfect. Roll at 6 and 210. That all looks awesome. And then we can, as long as we're here, let's brief the approach. We are expecting Simbri Pier 6 left. ILS, and I'm just going to go category 1 here. I wouldn't have the foggiest idea how to fly a Cat 2 or Cat 3 in this aircraft. So Bettle, we need to be at 2,900, and that's what's showing over here. And we step down to 2,000 at Bowie, and that's where we pick up the glide slope there. 5.5 from the end of the. 5.5 from Illiz, so about 6.8 DME on the end of the runway. So we have decision height of 973. And if we go missed, it's basically flying and making a left-hand turn. Climbed to 1800, we turned left to 3000 to the DJB VOR and hold at the Halsey intersection, just 20 miles out. I think we can do that. Make sure all that stuff is in there. Oh, yep. Missed approach up to 18, intercept to Paisley and hold. All right, very good, very good. Okay. I'm going to see if I can put in the performance data here. Next phase. So all of that's good. V approach is 143. 135 is a VLS. Can I put the MDA or the decision? So I guess I can put the decision height in, can I? The decision height is 973. Uh-oh. Maybe that, or maybe that's the MDA. Minimum decision altitude. There we go. All right. Okay. I think we're pretty well ready to rock and roll. We're here at 350, doing good, and don't see top of descent marker quite yet. That's the top of climb marker. I don't know why I have that. We're definitely there, but it's okay. That's okay. All right, I'm going to take a 2-minute break out of the flight deck. My pups are at dinner time, and they're kind of telling me it's time to start thinking about that. They're going to go crazy if I don't. So, yeah, give me about 5 minutes. I'll be back. I almost hate to interrupt your moment of zen here. Let's hop back in to the cockpit and we're doing okay. We still have a ways to go yet. I'm trying to see where the top of drop is. I'm not seeing it listed there quite yet, but I would think sometime after the Hotel November VOR. What is that, by the way? What is that? The Henderson VOR. I think we'd be starting to go down at that point. I don't know. Maybe. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't want to have to do pilot map. It was so peaceful. Yes, indeed. This is quite a hobby we have, isn't it? Kind of interesting. I wonder why top of descent here. It's showing down here just after HNN. So, but it's giving me all these. Can't do this altitude. Can't do that altitude. I'm a little. I don't know. I'm maybe that's part of why it's not. I wonder if I put in. I wonder if it's just not like the 350. I don't know. I really don't know. But I guess what we'll do is punch in. Once we get past Henderson, we will go ahead and just put in. I don't know. Shoot, we can go all the way down. There's no ATC to help us go all the way down to at least 6,000. And we'll just have to do it kind of semi-manually. The flight that I took into Calgary this morning, this part worked very, very well. The vertical nav, the descent path, and all that was worked really well. Man. All right, shameless plug, you guys. Here it is, Clark County, 8 Delta 7. My first scenery in X-Plane 12 that's not a Bush League scenery. And what makes this scenery so cool is the fact that I've got some custom buildings. It's kind of hard to see right here, but I've got a custom FBO. And all the way out here, I've got a road sign here that says Clark County. That's a Gemma Studio work. And anyway, it's been a lot of fun, a labor of love. This little county airport where my grandpa took me flying. And so I've been trying to slowly make it a little bit better over time. And I think this version is better than the X-Plane 11 version. What the X-Plane 11 version has that's kind of cool is it has all these farms around where you can do crop dusting, and I haven't got that put in just yet. But yeah, so they've got some good things going on here. They have or they have had, I should say, a fly-in in August. It took place for 3 years in a row. Then COVID canceled it last year, and then or 2 years ago, and then last year they were redoing the runway, so they haven't had it. And I talked to the guy that organizes it, and he's not sure if they're going to be able to do it. But I found out something else that was kind of cool, Jeffrey. I don't know if I shared with you or not, but this little hangar house is it's one of those fly-in community deals where you can land and taxi, and it's hard to see, but you can taxi across the highway here and park over there. So they are the only airport in South Dakota that is designated as an official air park. as well. So I had to put something in there. It doesn't look anything like this in real life, but it's as close as I could get. They've got all kinds of expansion plans. They're a big aerial applicator crop dusting airport. So they're going to expand, and they're going to, on this side of this little road, they're going to actually dedicate an entire area to just all that. Right now they've got kind of a few places here and there with some tanks and stuff mixed in amongst the other hangars, and it's kind of an interesting deal. But they're going to try to expand that, and then they're also going to try to expand. This is the only taxiway right now, so if you want to go down to the other end, you got a back taxi. They're going to take that taxiway down here, and then the other thing that they're planning on doing is they do have a little turf runway, and they're going to realign it. Actually, it's going to be a little bit more north and south. So I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but that is in the works for this little Tynese County Airport. I hope to get back there. There's a good shot of Gemma Studios' work right there. That looks fantastic, doesn't it? That's awesome. Night lighting is fantastic. It'll still be grass. Yep, it'll still be keeping the turf. They'll have one paved and one turf. They'll extend it a little bit. But yeah, I hope to get back there this summer, take some pictures and do some updated work to the buildings and meet some of those guys. This is again the air park residency that doesn't look anything like this, but the little things I did is I made all the roof tops green, so that was like my contribution, as well as a couple of signs, custom signs in there. So anyway, it's been a fun project. Go pick it up. It's out there on the ORG, and if you're looking for a place, if you're looking for a hub of spray crop dusting aerial applications there in East Central South Dakota, Clark County, 8 Delta 7. That's going to be your spot, man. Panagon A-firm. I have flown into and out of that place a time or two. There it is. Been doing some testing. I was going to actually fly in there a little bit today. I thought, instead of flying the 206 in the Virtual USA Flying Club event, I said, why not maybe take it to Clark County? But it's not a good day to fly in Clark County. So, but yeah, that's where she is. That's where she is. Temperature where I live today, actually, I think we're getting close to 30s. At 29 right now. That's going to be our high. We're just about done with snow. Tomorrow is going to be 31. That'll help. Then Thursday, Friday in the high 30s. And next week, some 60s, which I'm excited about. Pretty excited about that. I guarantee it's not 29 in Clark County though. That place gets a little chilly this time of year. All right, where are we at here? We're closing in on, yes, we are Henderson. So there's a top of descent marker. Awesome. So we're going to let this plane fly this down as well. And it's 85. Panagon, I want to hear it, man. You also have to wrestle with alligators. I don't have to worry about alligators. So what I wouldn't give for an 85-degree day right now, though. No, it's interesting how you just get used to different things, and I like they're just a part of the deal, right? Like for the most part, from what I understand, you don't really have a lot of problems with them, but every now and again you get one that's kind of a nuisance, and they got to take care of them. But I also kind of, from what I hear, because I've got relatives that go down there, and in the Panhandle they've got a townhouse, and they're like the neighbors are kind of protective of them. They don't want they don't want you to mess with them. They want to leave them alone, and not, they enjoy kind of looking at them as long as they stay from a distance, and probably, like you're saying, don't get too big. But it's also a retirement home. It's not a place with like a lot of little kids and pets and stuff running around. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, yeah, that would freak me out. But people say the same thing about where I live, and they think that we have bears crawling in every backyard too. It's just like, well, I don't see very many of them that are good fence climbers. I don't know. I could be wrong. I remember that there was a show like on Discovery Channel or something, and it was a guy that was like, he was a alligator relocation person. Like, that's what he did. And I can remember almost every episode he would be jumping into some pond that you couldn't see more than a foot away from the front of your face, chasing after some gator to freaking relocate it, grab a hold of it and relocate it. I'm just like, that dude, man, he had it down to a science. But wow, I was just like, that's some stones there. Yeah, Pentagon, yeah, it does. I'm sure it happens. That is sad for sure. I think we're pretty well set here. I'm just kind of looking. I'm sort of just using my Tolis A320 flow, and for the most part, it really is pretty accurate. The other thing that is not functional quite yet, I know that there's a weather, like you can put it on here, but like it's predictive. Like nothing else really is functional down here. So I don't think weather necessarily is. We'll kind of keep an eye on system number 2 over here, screen number 2, and see. The terrain though does work well, and well, that's kind of cool. There we go, kind of overturning, and like I don't know if it's like a late correction and it just misses it or what, but just a little bit of lateral wiggliness. But I tell you what, if you're an A330 fan, and I think you'd have a ton of fun with this plane, because it has, I mean, like a lot of possibilities for doing a lot of different things, and there's quite a bit of the aircraft that is functional and operational. I think I'm just scratching the surface myself. So anyway, good job, Laminar. I know I bust on you guys for a lot of different things, but I think Q8 Pilot was actually doing the stream, and he said it best, I think, and that is, the one thing you have come to learn about Laminar is they deliver on their promises. And so they did say that they would have a custom, or an updated, I should say, McDo in this plane at some point. And it took a while, but they got it in, and it's working pretty well. Yep, this is the default A330 that you get with X-Plane 12, and the latest beta update puts the McDo in there for you. So I don't know what other updates they've done to the plane because I really haven't flown it. So yeah, Rob, it's like it feels like what the Zebo felt like when they first were messing around with it. You know, like it's like, oh right, I like what they're doing here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. There was a nice Neo mod, but it broke during the last. Oh shoot. Oh, X-Works. Yeah, X-Works. That's right. I have heard about those guys. And the Headwinds guys are doing some good things over in Microsoft Flight Sim as well. So, like for some reason, the A330 it's a thing right now. People are having fun with it. So, but I think what Laminar has done with just this base model here, it's like it's set up for somebody to come in and take it and make it something pretty amazing. Oh, they're not called Headwinds anymore. Okay. Oh, really? That's interesting. That's interesting. Kevin's saying the more time I spend in X-Plane 12, the more I like it. Didn't expect that after purchasing it. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's if I have to choose, this is the platform I'm on. All right, so I'm ready. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that into operational descent. We'll pull back, go throttle idle, and a little early, so it may be, I don't know how, I'm not sure how crazy it'll go here, but it's all right. JPC says he likes to arm it about 5 miles from the alpha drop. I always feel like if I wait that long, I forget about it. Jeffrey was saying there's a YouTube stream today with Swiss 001 and Austin Meyer playing around with PlaneMaker and doing flying custom aircraft design. Yeah, it's a cool idea that they have. And again, my main critique has just been, you know, don't forget about, and I guess maybe it's not a critique, but like you just have to make sure that the world looks as good as your airplanes fly. I mean, you can't neglect that. Gone are the days of FSX. And you know, or FS9 or whatever, you know, where like what the world looks like, it matters. It matters. And I keep hearing people saying, the real world pilots say, when they hop in their full motion sim and they're doing their thing, they don't care what the world looks like. I think that's becoming less and less. I really do. I can't wrap my mind around why you wouldn't want every part of your simulator training to be as realistic as possible. I don't know why that would not be what you would want, especially with the amount of money that you're paying to go through simulator training. Or if you're a company that's purchasing one of those full motion sims, you would want every element to be as realistic as possible. And the first company that figures that out is going to corner the market on full motion sims and all that stuff, because I'm not sure that's what's happening right now based on what I'm hearing from real world pilots. But yeah, I don't know, that's just my my 2 cents. It's the one thing that they still could work on a little bit. Like, I don't fly outside of the US because I can't stand what the default world looks like. Sparky can shed some real world pilot light on this for sure. They aren't the great graphics aren't everything but part of the package. If it's so unrealistic, it takes your attention away. Yeah, it distracts from the experience. You know. I've only been in a full motion sim one time, and I can remember exactly that. It looked so bad that I didn't enjoy any part of the I should have enjoyed it. I was moving. I was in a 737. I was moving around. Everything was around me, surround sound, all that stuff. But the world looked so hideous that I just didn't. It was like, I can't believe I just spent money on that. And I'm not even doing it for anything other than just having fun. I don't know. Oh, so they're going to add a refuel aircraft command. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy Austin has something to to like therapeutically unwind, because I got a feeling that dude's kind of high strung. Yeah, Kevin, I get that. I can't argue that. I can't argue that. Here's my only I guess counterpoint or consideration is, like, the technology exists to make the world around your sim look super realistic. I mean, it's there. It exists. Why wouldn't that just be a part of what you do? I mean, and then if you're all you're worried about is your whatever, passing your, engine out failure procedure, and you never do anything more than just look at this, like, okay, whatever, I get that, but there's other components that, like, it's important to be able to look outside. I don't know. No, and Jeffrey, you're right. He does. They listen. They've got a roadmap, right? They've got a to-do list, and they do a good job of prioritizing, right? And they listen. They base the priorities on what the community as a whole wants, and not just kind of the wants of a few. And I respect that. They've got a big long list. It's a complicated deal that they're trying to pull off, and so, yeah, but I've been happy with their progress, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Yep, people that fly for a living, Sparkies. And I hear that, again, I hear that from, right now, more of my real-world pilot friends have the perspective of what Sparky and Kevin are saying. There's no doubt about that. But I also hear whisperings the other way. It's just going to be interesting how that plays out. And right now, they just, Austin and the Laminar guys, they just have a little different approach to the world than the Microsoft guys, and a lot of that might be also due to the fact that they don't have access to the same photogrammetry that they have in Microsoft, because of the arrangements with Google and Bing and all that stuff. And that's certainly a part of it also. They might be able to do something similar worldwide in X-Plane, but it might take the price of X-Plane from $60 to $600 in order to do that. So they have to weigh all those things, and I get that. That's all part of it. So in the meantime, he's doing what's smart. He's relying on the community, and that's one of the things that's appealing about X-Plane, is it's very much open source and community driven, and I like that. I don't want to lose that either, because I think that makes for a very strong whatever it is that you're doing. Is if you're open and share what you're doing, and people can go in, like Downwind Sim can go in and modify a Alabeo Cessna 170 that was meant for X-Plane 10, and now I just flew it in X-Plane 12 because that stuff was out there for him to mess with. He had tools to mess with it. I think that's good. So things will meet in the middle. I also heard Downwind Sim mention something. I wish he was here. If you'd watch me fly, get to watch me crash most of the time, but or at least enough. So the last 2 flights I've had catastrophic. I think it was icing in the A300 that led to a crash, and then of course last night the Cessna 170 not prop strike and all that stuff. So I'm 0 for my last 2 flights here on stream. So I'm hoping that we can get this girl down here without too much trouble. But anyway, I wish Downwind Sim was here, because he also mentioned in passing that there were some big changes coming in Ortho for XP in regards to what I assume must be X-Plane 12. So I was hoping to maybe catch him. And hey, there he is.
Hello, Sam.
Hey, Ralph. Welcome in. I was hoping maybe he could elaborate a little bit on that, because I would love. I know we've been waiting on that for a while as well. He's everywhere. All right. So we're getting a bunch of unables still. Unable 6,000 at Bettel and 14. Yeah, we got something weird happening here, so we're going to do the best we can. I don't know. It's just going to keep giving me those messages. I'm not going to worry too much about it, because we're doing pretty well. We're at 11,000 here at Joplin, and we're actually too low. I need to stop climb right there. Holy moly! I'm supposed to be between 17 and 230 at Getty. Holy cow! Oh man, Scott! Whoa! Holy cow! Original Godspeed. My goodness gracious! Ori Darkwind, Shadow Wolf, Illuminator, Agent Presta, and Fly-In Twyman. Thank you. Got it. Scott, that's too kind of you. Thank you very, very much. Welcome, Original Godspeed. And holy moly, what a way to make an entrance here. Unless you snuck in while I was feeding the dogs here, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're popping in here. Great to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are, man, oh man. I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, I was, I'm way too low. I'm not supposed to be down to this altitude till after Roland. So I have descended poorly. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put the anti-icing back on. And, yeah, so we're down. Luckily, there's no high mountains here in the northern part of Ohio. No 10,000 foot mountains, so we should be okay. Yeah, so do tell Downwind Sim. We were just talking about changes coming to Ortho for XP. Hopefully it won't cause me to have to rebuild all my current Ortho tiles. We're going to hold it there, and I'm going to go to, yeah, so we actually don't need to get down to 6 until after we go past Roland. So we got a couple, of waypoints to get past here, but yeah, that you know, that would not be good. I still have some of that cherished and coveted Ned 1/3 data out there. So yeah, Scott, this is the default Laminar A330, and the latest beta of X-Plane 12 has put this updated FMC in here. We are, I should probably go to here and here. 143, 135. So, yeah, we've been flying it a little bit today. It's pretty nice. Looks great. Sounds great. And flies great. I mean, there's a lot to love. And very functional VNav, LNav. I shot an approach. I kind of picked this route here because I was hoping to get a little weather coming into Cleveland, and was going to make sure that I didn't just get accidentally lucky with the first ILS. I flew from Vancouver to Calgary earlier today, and it was really a nice approach. Very low ceilings, and it flew the approach beautifully. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing here. But Sparky Pilot's googling external hard drives as we speak. But yeah, as kind of a budding Airbud fan, you know, I don't know much about this plane. I can't put it into historical context, but it appears to be a pretty solid freeware add-on. It's a little like that Citation, that Longitude that is available also for default. It's pretty solid. Hey, Agent Preston's here, and Mike Stein. Hello, guys. Agent Preston, you just were gift subbed, by the way, a tier 1 ascription from our friend Original Godspeed. So welcome, and make sure you tell him thank you, and enjoy the flaming dragon emotes. Oh, you beat me to it, Agent Preston. As always, Agent Preston is ahead of me. So we're on approach. If you just got here, we're on approach into Cleveland. We are messing around, as the stream title indicates, with the default Laminar A330 with its fancy new big city FMC, or actually McDo, I guess is what you call that. It's if you are a part of the beta upgrade, it comes with the beta upgrade. It's nothing separate that you have to download and install. It just comes with it. So we had a virtual learning day today, Downwind Sim. We ended up with over a foot of snow, and my town was one of the ones that got hit the least. There's a town about 20 miles away from us that was pushing 2 feet of snow. So yeah, everything shut down. Sorry, folks, Wyoming closed. Moose Outside should have told you. So I had kids checking in online all day long. And got finished with that just a couple hours ago. Now it's like I went out and plowed my driveway and my sidewalk, and everything is kind of melting off and it's actually drying up a little bit. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I think we can probably past rolling right now. So let's do this. Let's do a little vertical speed descent here. And how about we just try to do something halfway under control. We'll let it manage the speed. We'll take it down here to 6,000. Need to be down 6,000 at roll. So do I have a descent banana? I guess I don't have a descent banana. And then after Grohl, it's the ILS runway 6 left. And we need to be actually down at 2,900 at Bettel. So yep, there's Grohl 6,029 by Bettel. I'm going to get a little ahead of it here. I'm going to go 2,000. And I'm going to take over the speed also here. Okay, that looks fine. Let's go 2,900. I love the click spots in X-Plane. That's one of those user interface things that Laminar is so nice. It's sometimes really hard to find the click spots in Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, well, Agent Presta, part of why I picked this route was to see if I could shoot an ILS with some adverse weather. I mean, I guess there's no stopping you from shooting an ILS in a nice day flying into LAX too, right? But something about just adding the weather, you know what I mean? Kevin's saying we took oh yeah, severe weather coming in. You took the hit last week. Yes, you did. Holy cow, did you guys ever? Yeah, it's a coming for you guys. I hate to tell you, it's coming. And I don't know, it's going to be, there's a lot of energy in this one and a lot of moisture. Boy, the snow, it was the spring snow here, a lot of moisture in this one. So I don't know, hopefully it'll not be too bad. 70-mile-an-hour winds on Friday. Yep, that was we drove through some stuff that was like that on our way down to see grandkids. Yeah, we're doing good. Roll. I'm actually doing really good here. I can back this off slightly. 1,500. And since we're down below 10,000, I'm gonna pull back on this. Go about, see if we can go about 180. See if we can start getting slowed down a little bit here. We're super fast right now, aren't we? Yeah, we're super fast. All right, speed brake of shame coming out. What that looks like. Getting some puffy puffs off the wings. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty good. How does it look from your seat there, Down? Can you see the speed? Oh yeah, he's seeing the speed brakes. He's seeing. Can I pull him back halfway? Oh, look at that. Yeah, I can even pull him back full out. Yeah, buddy, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, now we're slowing down. Go a notch of flaps here below 240. Cleveland traffic, Delta 816 descending 5,000, 20 miles southwest of the airport. We're inbound 6 left, Cleveland traffic. There we go. I might as well put in 143. We might as well just try to get ourselves all the way down. 143. We're not going to have a problem getting to the altitude. Get the speed brake back up, and we will arm the speed brake. And go. Turn here, and then we'll arm the approach.
$2,500.
Oh, there's my call outs. Awesome. All right, 215 is my next speed check. I'm a little fast. All right, I'm gonna have to go speed brakes again. Gotta get slowed down. Yeah, there we go. Time to arm the approach. And wide slope indicating.
2,000.
ILS is indicating. Speed check. Laps 2. And gear coming down. Pitchy. pitchy. Yeah, the sounds really are good. I'm pretty impressed. We're going to relax the flaps. I can get my nose down here, guys.
Thanks for subscribing.
Oh, holy moly, Jeffrey.
Thanks for
Oh.
subscribing.
What in the name of Gemma Studios is going on here?
Subscribing.
I'm falling off my track a little bit here.
Subscribing.
Holy
Thanks
cats and
for
jammers.
subscribing. Thanks for subscribing.
Flaps full are set. I don't have time to properly thank you, Jeffrey, other than just saying thank you again, my friend. Holy moly. You are awesome. You are awesome. You are awesome. Thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much. I'm messed up here a little bit. I gotta get my this squared away here, guys. I think I messed up. I think I done messed up. I gotta be down to okay, Bettel 2900. So I'm at 2900. I've got to intercept Bettel at 2900. I fell off my route there when I armed the approach, so I was a little premature, I think, on getting that approach armed. But all right, let's ELW 124 WD Person, the real Millhouse, Starflies, and our other new friend Pilot Feedy, who's the other part of the Gemma Studio team and did lots of work as well on that scenery. Thank you so very, very much. All right, I need to I'm not intercepting. Why am I not intercepting? I'm going to intercept now. ILS is blinking. Localizer showing glide slope is alive. There's my glide slope. I think I just... Oh, did I grab it? Did I grab it? There's the glide. I might have grabbed it. I might have grabbed it there late. Okay. All right. Well, we don't really have the super tough weather here, do we? But I see the runway right now. I do think we're on the localizer. And our speed looks pretty good. We probably slowed down a little sooner than we needed to, but that's okay. We're fully configured now. And 5 mile final, I think I'll say. Cleveland traffic, Delta 816, 5 mile final, 6 left. Cleveland traffic. Oh, yes, Mike, he is a madman. Sparky, you're right. So generous. In a crew full of generous people. Some guys really stand out. Holy cow. Holy cow. All right, well, here we are, guys. I think we're all right, I guess that's not my top of descent, or that's not my glide slope indicator. I'm on the glide right now, which is where I should be. I should have picked it up at Bettel. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good here, guys. I'm gonna take it. Let's this is what you guys have come for, right? So we're just going to stay on it here. And approach speed is set. We're more or less right on the glide path. Trying to just keep the localizer here. It's a bigger airplane. I mean, you can feel that. But it really is quite responsive.
1,000.
Ah, there's our callouts. Heck yeah. A little high. There we go. Kind of corrected there. Cleveland traffic, Delta 816, short final, 6 left. Cleveland. All right, we get on the ground, and I honestly have no idea where we're supposed to go. Can somebody look at the chart and tell me if it's a left or a right turnout? Kind of feel like it's, yeah, geez,
500. 400. 300. 300.
Whoops.
200.
Didn't get my minimums. I must have had that in wrong.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
That was pretty buttery. Nose, fly the nose down. Reversers worked fantastic. By the way, is it a left-hand turnout or a right-hand turnout, guys? Looks like this side is GA stuff. Center line is optional. There we go. I think we're going to take a right. I think I can, hold on, I can pull this information up. And oh yeah, definitely a right-hand turn. Definitely a right-hand turn. All right, clean up the flappies. And the spoilers. Welcome to Cleveland, everybody. Cleveland traffic, Delta 816 is clear of 6 left. Cleveland. Yeah, guys, I tell you what, we've got a winner here. I mean, that's that feels every bit as good as Zebo feels right now. It doesn't quite have all the bells and whistles, but it is a fairly complete Tubey McTube face. If you're an Airbus fan, or especially an Airbus A330 fan, 300 variant, that's what we're flying right here. We're not flying the big Neos or anything like that, but yeah, this is you're gonna want to give this a try. This is a lot of fun, and especially if you knew a little bit more about what you were doing, you might really have some fun with this. All right, let's keep it moving here, shall we, boys, girls? Anti-icing can come off. We're gonna take the landing lights off. Oh, I never did turn the I didn't turn the lights on. I didn't do the auto brake. Yeah, I messed up a couple things. I'll at least get the APU going. Somebody would just write all this stuff down for me. I'm sick and tired of trying to memorize all these aircraft. Why hasn't somebody done that? Seems like a great idea. It's a little touchy on the nose wheel steering there. I don't know if maybe putting in a tiller option would be a good idea or not, but oops, I think I just crossed a runway without making a call. Pretty much just finishing this baby off. Checking all the boxes, aren't I? But welcome to Cleveland. Welcome to Cleveland. Well, I just, Scott, all I did was update to the latest version of X-Plane 12, and this is the default A330. And they did an upgrade to the McDo, and yeah, I'm guessing they maybe did a few other things too. I don't know, but really a neat plane. I'm going to do that. I don't have APU yet, so been a lot of fun. Oh, landing rate. Oh, you know what? I don't even know yet. I've been trying to get into the gate, and we'll take a look at that. Probably even try to take a look at the replay. But it was pretty good, I think. Kind of met my goal of, I think I always like to be about, 1.5 Gs if I can. Between 2 Gs and 1.5 Gs with these big planes. And down the middle and in the touchdown zone. And then whatever the rest of it is, it just kind of is. But those are the two big ones that I always try to shoot for. All right, this looks like a pretty good gate, I would say. Do I see lines? What in the world? Oh, I thought I needed to come in here. Yeah, this is not good. I totally missed that one. All right, well, we'll go for this one then. She doesn't really roll, though, I tell you what. Maybe the friction coefficient could be adjusted or something. I don't know. how would you get that? How'd you get that big plane in there if you were that crooked? You'd have to have a tug come help you out, wouldn't you? There's no way you'd try to do what I just did. I won't even do ground handling. Let's do this. All right, let's take a look. We'll take a look here at the replay. Oh, I had my oxygen mask on the whole time too. That's why I felt so good. Felt so oxygenated and clear-headed. Where do I need to go here? Toggle replay mode. Nah, poopy. Oh, I thought it was going to crash on me. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Let's see how we did. The vapor trail effects are kind of cool. Well, I came in with the speed brakes out, didn't I? Holy cow. Okay, interesting. Non-standard. Oh yeah, the Eagle Claw gears are freaking amazing, aren't they? Pretty stable. Right down the middle. And just a smidgen past the touchdown zone. What's the trespasser guys think? I know, Mike, I'm the same way. I'm always nervous. Boom. Not bad, not bad. A little bit of a wheelie. Didn't need that, but it was fine. Buckets coming out. Buckets look pretty cool, don't they? Pretty good. They look pretty good. I always am a little bit wiggly too when I land, I think. All right, how about downwind Sims view? All the good streamers have the wing view replay, right? Didn't even flex the wing that much. Can't complain a bit about that one, boys and girls. Tower view where everybody looks good, baby. Yeah, that was all right. That was all right. I honestly, Scott, I have no idea. I really don't. I have no idea. Bigger planes like that, I would think would make sense that they would have that, right? Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And again, I'm so sorry that I can't make the event tonight with the Virtual USA Club and the Pilot Club. Happy birthday to the Pilot Club, by the way. 6 o'clock is the event. If you're not already a part of the Virtual USA Flying Club, excuse me, they're well, hit me up. I'll give you the link to the Discord channel and we can get you in there. It's a lickety split, doesn't take any time at all, and you'll have access to all kinds of amazing general aviation related events, usually 4 or sometimes even more per month that we organize and fly on the VATSIM network. It's an amazing group, and I've really enjoyed being a part of it. Let me do all kinds of thank yous here. Man, I tell you, we had ourselves just a super generous stream. And gotta say thank you to Jeffrey Becker from Gemma Studios with the 5-pack, the high 5 of gift ascriptions to Pilot Feedy, Starflies, Millhouse, WD Person, and EL124. The original Godspeed, our friend Scott, also came in with the high 5 here. Flyant Twyman, Agent Presta, Shadow Wolf, Luminator, and Ori Darkwind. And then Jeffrey Beckers also did his own 37-month re-ascription. It's just absolutely crazy, guys. I don't know I don't know how I say thank you other than just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Sparky, it was fun. Thank you for hanging out. Everybody else that came by, I just appreciate you taking time and spending it with me. Time is precious, you guys. And so the fact that you'll take a little bit of time and hang out in my stream and keep me company while I horse around on a plane I barely know, that means the world to me. So Sparky, Shusey, Downwind Sim, Mike Stein, Agent Presta, thank you guys so very much. Wonderful hanging out with you. I don't know if I said hello to Iowa Scotsman. If I didn't, Ron, hi and bye. It's always good hanging out with you, Ron. Looking forward to catching one of your streams later on as well. Panagon was here. Great hanging out with you, Rob. Shusey, I think I might have said hey, but hey again, Kevin. Kevin, I think you're the one that maybe even sort of pushed me over the edge when I was thinking about what exactly should I fly in my little makeup mess around stream, and yeah, you inspired me to do the Airbus. So, and anybody else who came in today, by the way, if you were here and hanging out, thank you so much. I think what we probably should do is go do a raid of Mr. Continuum. He's actually doing some bush flying, and so let's go mess around with our friend from down under. I'll meet you over there. We'll toss a couple of flaming dragon emotes his way. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you most likely on Thursday. Thursday night's my next stream, 6 p.m. And we are going to be, gosh, what are we doing? Oh, Sweet Treat, Peach Treat. Yeah, tune in. We'll be in the DA62 over here in X-Plane. So, all right, guys, take care. Can't wait to fly with you again. See you next time. God bless.